Howdy YouTube, a really cool review for you today, and that's because we're looking at the man, the icon. We're looking at Sting. A nice figure, of course, of the beach bum surfer Sting. Really keen to get my hands on this. They did release a Defining Moments American-themed Sting, which is a really cool figure as well. Ringside Collectibles had an exclusive Surfer Sting figure. Also, TNA did a Legends line that had the Surfer Sting, which I've reviewed. You can check out my channel for that one. But this is by far my favorite. Why? I don't know. I really like the color scheme. I love the green tights. Again, don't ask me why. It's just a personal preference thing, I guess. You can tell it is a much younger Sting. Look at the picture on the side there. Almost looks like when he was part of the Blade Runners, almost Ultimate Warrior. Even the design, like you look at the paint and everything there, it is very reminiscent of Ultimate Warrior, at least in my opinion. But an excellent looking figure. Check that out. It is pretty cool. Very keen to get this opened up and out of packaging. It is in the standard basic style packaging. Taking a look at the back, other figures we've got in the set. Roman Reigns, of course, which I've reviewed. That's a really cool figure. John Cena, Sin Cara, The Miz, Becky Lynch, that's a good figure. And then, of course, we've got Sting. So with that, let's get Sting opened up and out of packaging. A little bit different to my normal reviews. And that's because, I guess, there's something a little bit different about Sting. So, again, a bit of background for me. I'm a huge Sting fan. I was really happy when he went to the WWE. I think he got treated quite well. Obviously, the match at WrestleMania, I will, if you watch my channel, you'll know, I will constantly keep defending the fact that Sting needed to win his match against Triple H, and that I lost a ton of respect for Triple H, who's one of my favorites of all time, for going over in that match. That was the wrong thing to do. I don't care what you say, how you argue it, Sting needed to win that match. Having said that, I was so happy that he had a main event run against Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. That, to me, was excellent. Now, in terms of this figure, I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. I think Mattel did a good job with it. Normally, I'm not a big fan of figures that have the open mouth and you can see the teeth or anything like that. This one is not too bad. I mean, it does look like Sting. I will give it that. I like the green and black face paint. I like the chop top Johnny Unitas haircut on the back as well. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. I mean, it's a cool looking figure. You can't knock it. Definitely looking nice and ripped. On the side, we've got the trademark Scorpion tights. I really enjoy playing as this guy in the WWE video games. At least last year and this year's game had the retro Sting options, and they were really fun to play as, if I'm honest. I love the entrance, the colourful jackets, things like that. Always a good trademark of Sting. And again, it's a little bit like The Undertaker. I think the more Mattel makes Sting and Undertaker figures, I think it's just a license to print money, which conveniently is a very similar green, I guess, to what we've got here. In terms of articulation, ball jointed head, ball jointed arms, swivel bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist, swivel waist, swivel legs, bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and swivel in the ankle. So a good range of articulation there for a pretty cool looking figure. So excluding the Defining Moments Sting and also the basic series version of this guy here, this is all of the Mattel Sting figures that we've gotten so far. I love each one of them. They're fantastic. This is a great addition. If you're a fan of Sting, I think you have to have a retro Sting figure in your collection. Do I like him as much as the Defining Moments or the Elite? I believe it was Season 35 or Series 35. No, I still prefer these two. But having said that, for what it is, a really cool figure. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Basic Sting.